Good afternoon, good day, and welcome to BCOC 2022 here in the great city of St. Louis. We've had our opening ceremonies and we've listened to some presentation, and we're very honored to have as our guest, and this is not his first time, and we're hopeful it won't be his last time, the Superintendent of the United States Fire Administration, National Fire Academy, Mr. Eriks Gabliks. Mr. Gabliks, certainly thank you so much for coming. And we're always glad to have you here. And tell us a little bit about what's going on at the United States Fire Administration National Fire Academy.
Sure, thanks Chief, and it's good to be with all of you, and it's good to see all of you virtually. The National Fire Academy is in essence your National Fire Academy, providing professional development opportunities for career and volunteer fire and EMS providers from across the country. So obviously your viewers have all gone through recruit school training, and they know how to throw a ladder, they know how to pull a hose. If they're EMTs, paramedics, they know how to provide patient care, and that's not what the National Fire Academy is all about. What we're here to do is to continue to provide that training that's not readily available in a lot of parts of the country. So that's leadership classes, management classes, tactical strategy classes, incident management, and then also investigations, community risk reduction, fire prevention, EMS. So how do we develop our leaders, our current leaders, our future leaders? How do we continue to grow personally and professionally? So the National Fire Academy offers both 2-day classes across the country through our state fire training partners, as well as our resident classes in Emmitsburg, Maryland on campus. So those are 1 week and 2 weeks in length. There's no cost for anybody to attend the National Fire Academy class other than they have to pay for their meals while they're on campus. So we'll reimburse them for their travel, we'll give them world-class training, and they're going to have an amazing experience with us.
So I do have a question in regards to the EFO program. As an EFO alum, I was in the class and there were people that, just like you said, they were toward the end of their career. Where certainly I look at it as something that I was upset that the information I was getting, the network that I built, I wish I had this at the beginning of my career, certainly because it helps direct you, even as what they call up in your application, upwardly mobile captain, because this was something that I had mentors that I believed I was going to be a fire chief, and they spoke that into me. So, and I think there's more value there. And has there ever been a thought about, if you sign this, it's like if we pay for someone to get a certain certification, that there's an understanding that you're going to be here for this period of time? Has there ever been that type of thought?
Well, we haven't got to that level because obviously every employment situation is different, and we can't be tied into that because we're at the National Fire Academy, our training provider, right? So we're not involved in employment or contractual issues. But I think that the question that you ask is a good one, and as a fellow EFO alum, I know I went when I was already in a leadership position as an agency director. So I found that there's a lot of information in the EFO program I would have loved to have earlier than later. But the other thing that I think is beneficial about the EFO program, and you touched on this a little bit, but you are really creating a network of peers from across the country that are doing what you're doing, i.e. you're a fire service leader, but yet in another state, in another community. And what you find out is that all departments are different, but all departments are also alike. But that peer network is one that you could reach out and talk to your colleagues and say, I'm working on this issue. Have you ever had this before? I'm struggling with this. Have you ever dealt with this before? So really having a network of people, not only that you could work with on policies, procedures, and send out information, but also that person you could pick up the phone and just have a discussion with that you might not be able to have with somebody in your department, because it's about maybe something you're looking at as you as a leader. We're having colleagues that you've worked with over a program like EFO gives you those folks that you can have those discussions with.
Yeah, that's great that you're looking at it and it's continuing to evolve.
Yes.
Because if you don't have the mindset that as things change, so must we, then that's sometimes that puts you behind. Is there anything else you want to leave us with? Any words of wisdom?
Sure. I think thank you, one, for allowing me to do this, but secondly, I come to BCOC every year for a couple of reasons. One is to meet all of you and to find out how we're doing, but also I know that the members of your organization are influential leaders in the fire and EMS service. All of you are leading men and women in your respective organizations, so you are the ones that are mentoring our future leaders, those people coming behind us. So us sharing what we do here allows you to go back to your agencies and encourage people to sign up for National Fire Academy class. That could be a virtual class. That could be a 2-day class in the state level. It could be a class on campus, but that's why I love being with BCOC. Not only is this organization all about professional development, but also in developing that future generation coming behind us. So that's why I appreciate the partnership, and thank you for your time.
Thank you, sir, and we wish you safe travels and continued best, and certainly we look forward to seeing you next year, Fort Lauderdale, right?
I'll be back,
All right,
yes,
great.
so thank you.
And thank you.